You know what one of the most frustrating things as a content creator is? Recording a fantastic episode, going to hit end recording, and realising that you never actually hit start recording. That's what I just did. I played Manchester City, Benfica and Chelsea, and didn't record. So we find ourselves back here as far back as I could get the save to reload, and we have Benfica in the Champions League. We were able to beat Manchester City by 2-1. So we do close the gap at the top of the table with that victory, so fingers crossed we can continue that good form. I'll tell you that obviously I beat City 2-1. I drew 2-2 with Benfica, and then drew 0-0 with Chelsea. That was how results were first time around. It happens from time to time. Any content creator will tell you that. You just have to go with the flow. Thankfully, I was able to load back and get to show you the Benfica and Chelsea games again. Otherwise, we would have just lost 3 games entirely. What we'll do today is actually finish the whole month now as kind of a I fucked up, I'm sorry. And rather than just do Benfica and Chelsea, then Southampton, Lokomotiv and Bournemouth tomorrow, we'll just finish the month. So I will play Benfica, I will play Chelsea, I will get a cup of coffee, and then I will play probably Southampton, actually, because they're the side that are threatening us in and around the top end of the Premier League table so far this season. I'll quickly show you the table as it stands after having beaten City. Having done so, it means that actually Chelsea go top. So we did play City, who were then first, and we will now play Chelsea, who are now first. Southampton were there or thereabouts. They've actually dropped off a lot. They're only 4 points behind us, though, down in 11th. So certainly could cause us some problems by the time we get to that game. They may even be right behind us again. We'll have to wait and see. But Benfica next. We know that if we win this game, we are absolutely guaranteed through to the knockout stages. If we draw this game, we are absolutely guaranteed through to the knockout stages. If we win and Leverkusen lose, we guaranteed top spot as well. Now, that didn't happen last time. I drew 2-2 and they drew 1-1 actually. Lokomotiv got themselves their first points of the group stage. But we certainly did rip Benfica apart last time we played them. It was a 5-0 victory back in Lisbon earlier in the season. So we will try and replicate that. I'll try and go one better. But I did the apparently I'm really tired. Apparently I'm really tired as well. Apologies. Oh dear. Okay, maybe I'll get a cup of coffee now. I'm going to go and jump and play Benfica. And you never know, we may even get better results than we did last time. But equally, I might end up losing both this game and the Chelsea game and hate my life even more. I'm going to get a cup of coffee. You're going to drop the video a like. And then we're going to go and play Benfica. Okay? Good. Benfica with Svilar in goal again. Everton out wide still. And of course, in the midfield, Julian Weigl and Zaha sat behind Petkovic. One change that I immediately noticed is Santos at left back, not Tavares. They played David Tavares at left back in the last game. I don't know if Guzman played at centre back or not. I can't recall. But regardless, it's a very familiar looking Benfica side from the one that we battered by 5-0 earlier in the group stage. So, well, having drawn 2-2, I'd like to start by being able to aim a pass, and then from there, I'd like to end by winning the game. Ugh. Still haven't got as far as aiming the pass, though. Stay wins that well. Wilkes will send Barnett away. And look at Keane Lewis Potter. That's who the cross will eventually be aimed for. It's a question of can we find him? The answer is yes! Oh, off Guzman. I imagine it was on target anyway, the header, but certainly the defender could perhaps have kept that out. Keane Lewis Potter gives us an early lead, but could the defender have done better there at the back post? Certainly a brilliant cross to pick out the man. The header, oh, it just hit him in the face. I thought it hit him in the chest, and I think it took a tip off the goalkeeper as well. No, oh, so unlucky for Guzman. There's not much else he can do there. It's come at him so quickly, and it has gone down as a Guzman own goal. Oh, I'm sorry, my guy. Benfica score in the wrong goal. Here's Pereira with his bald head and no face. Wait, he To be fair, he does have a face. It's just not his unless we're watching a replay. If you missed yesterday's episode, you'll have seen that. If we get the opportunity in a replay at a later date, have a look at Pereira, their number 6, in a replay. You see here, he's bald and has no discernible game face. It's just the default bald man. But then in a replay, he has his game face and a full head of hair. I'll try and point it out to you if we get the opportunity later in the episode or later in the game. Ah, Santos has done me there with that drop of the shoulder. That's a lovely ball inside. Via does well to ensure that they don't get an equaliser. And we could send Charlie Barnett away in behind. And we could be getting a second here onto the left. Oh, no, he's taken on his right. Lautaro! Oh, I tried to angle to get it onto his left, but I had to be wary not to angle it so much so that I slowed down too much and allowed them to get back with the defenders that were around me. Lautaro played in. Go for a 1-2 maybe? He's gone for it, but it's not going to beat the defender if I try to play it to him. Good positioning from Lewis Potter, looking to get away from the number 6 now, but I can't work it, unfortunately. Julian Weigl will break away. And break away well to play Everton in behind. Not Nuno. Thomas Tavares trying to close the ball down. Tavares back to Santos. Around the corner to Everton. Into Gonçalves. Deliver the ball maybe. No, back to Santos again. He won't cross. He'll find Everton though with a nice ball. Sturdy with a solid enough tackle. But Julian Weigl picks up the pieces and there's space here for Wilfried Zaha. And Galacci makes the save at the near post. Worked the man over. Very well done there, Benfica. Still only the 1-0 with 10 minutes to go in the half. Gonçalves with a corner. Barnett will clear only as far as Everton, who brings it down well. Gabriel has the option out wide. Also the option to shoot. Petkovic can't find a way past Galacci either. And 2 really good opportunities for Benfica here to find an equaliser that they have not been able to take. Pereira over the top. And picked off. Or nice spin by Lautaro. And Charlie Barnett will run into that channel. And I could try and get it back to Lautaro. He's going to have to pull off the back of the defender, though. It's Wilkes! Oh, yes! Love that finish. Powered home 4 minutes into the second half. We've got a great start to the first. We've had an even better start to the second. We are 2 goals to the good here at home against Benfica. I pulled it back, hoping that someone would be on the end of it. Lautaro did have a man between us. Maybe it could have been Sangare that got on the end of it, but Wilkes arrived and thumped it in. We have our 2-goal advantage, and that could be us going back to the future of getting through to the knockout stages of the Champions League. I've gone back to this game to then do what I did before in the past to go through in the future. Yep, time travel. Everton played in. Tavares not actually showing enough strength there. And Weigl over the top. Lovely little reverse ball to Petkovic. Fancy little flick to get it back to Everton. Where's he going to go? It's Julian Weigl again. He can shoot from there if he likes. He's not the best shot, Julian Weigl. Everton. Brilliant tackle, Frieden. Oh, no, that wasn't meant to go there. Galacci. Oh. That pass was definitely supposed to go to the free man in the middle, not the marksman on the edge of the box. And Lewis Potter's there. And Charlie Barnett's there. Oh, and he swings and misses at thin air, and it's not to be 3. Who was it that came on in his place? I still can't tell. Cadiz. He came on in the first game in the group stage as well against Benfica. Oh, Lautaro's got the space. Lautaro scores a lovely third. Lewis Potter with a simple. He was over there. I could have used him as well. Elected not to. And it's 3-0. Weigl forward to Cadiz, to Zaha. The option is on the right in Gonçalves. Back there to Gabriel. Back towards Gonçalves against a lovely take on his chest. And he's in the box. Is he onside there, Cadiz? I'm not sure. The answer is yes, actually. I've gotten very lucky in front of goal in this game, haven't I? In front of our own goal in this game. Zaha is unstoppable, apparently. Until he gave it to Garcia Villa, at least. Benfica could easily have gotten themselves something out of this game. But as it stands, it's 3-0. And certainly, we're going back to where we were previously. Which is through to the next round of the Champions League. Ah, poor pass. Not sure who it was that came on. Didn't quite see it. It's Ruben Semedo. On. Up we go, win this header. Oh, Cadiz has. And Benfica have one back. Well, there were 4 goals last time. There have been 4 goals this time. There's a bit of an over-celebration. because it was 2-2 then, and it's 3-1 now. I apologise that I drew last time I played it, and I've won this one, but it happens. It's part of content creation, unfortunately, that occasionally mistakes happen. If I could have gone back pre-City and just played all 3 games again, then it wouldn't have mattered, and I probably, in all honesty, wouldn't have told you about it, because I could have just re-recorded the full episode. But my instinct was to be honest with you guys, rather than just hide the fact that we had a result against City you hadn't seen, which I could have done, but yeah, it's only fair. I've always been honest with you guys at every step of my content creation career, and I was honest with you again here. We drew 2-2 last time. We're going to get a 3-1 win this time. We are, as we were before, guaranteed progression through to the knockout stages of the Champions League. So it hasn't actually changed the outcome overall. Guzman unlucky with that early own goal. And Benfica just as many chances as me. Leverkusen beat Lokomotiv Moscow, so they will also guarantee themselves progression through to the knockout stages, which they had all but done previously as well. So I'm kind of pleased that things have kind of worked themselves out the same way that they did before, at least with the Champions League group stage. We'll wait and see what happens now in this game away from home against Chelsea. But we drew this 0-0 last time, and it was actually a very competitive game. And I'm quite frustrated that it's lost to the history books, unfortunately. Unseen. Tavares is going to have to come out for stamina. And let's throw Curtis Jones in. Ex-Liverpool players always tend to do well against Chelsea for some reason, so we'll see if we can get that again here. That is the exact same lineup that they played against me last time as well, by the way. Dujon, Sterling, Romagnoli, Militao, Davies, Kante, Gilmore, Ikone, Havertz, Rafa, Werner, with Manuel in goal. Let's see if we can do it again, or actually go better than before. Back to Rafa, who they still inexplicably start ahead of Ousmane Dembele. For the life of me, I can't understand that decision from the Chelsea manager, which I presume, well, it will be still Frank Lampard in this save, won't it? Because managers don't change in FIFA unless you take over another job. There is no genuine transfer market for managers, or genuine managerial market. I wish there were, and hopefully with the progression of next gen there will be eventually. That is kind of like the next, or one of the next logical steps for career mode, is to have a proper managerial market, isn't it? Similar to Football Manager. Wilkes will get it back to Lautaro. Got a little bit lucky with how it fell to me in the first place as Alphonso Davies tackled me on the far side and it dropped to a striker. But Lautaro not quite on the mark to start this one. Although he wasn't far away. Kai Havertz out wide to Alphonso Davies. Ball played over the top and brilliantly too into the path of Kai Havertz, who's in behind here and makes no mistake. Kai. Wow, convincing. Very, very good finish from the young German. Caught on the counter. Not very often that happens against us. Brings it down and, well, foot through it. Very much clean through the middle. Wham! Into the back of the net it flies. Galacci no chance. And Chelsea lead at Stamford Bridge. And Rafa nicely dinked into Kai Havertz and around the corner. Chasing after Alphonso Davies is a bit of a fruitless task, really. Thankfully his cross is straight at Galacci, who then gets wiped out. Absolutely wiped out by Jonathan Ikone. Might find himself going in the book for that, Ikone. Now, can Lautaro go around the corner? I'll tell you what. Can Keane Lewis Potter go around the corner? The answer is yes. People with me, though. Find the right pass. Is that the one? Oh, maybe. Oh, get lucky. Oh, then the luck evades me. I had a man free on this near side as well, but when I got through the challenge for Davies, I couldn't not take the shot. On Charlie Barnett's left foot, which is so reliable, fails to do the business. Half an hour to go. Still 1-0 down at Stamford Bridge. Rafa is off, and Ousmane Dembele is on for Chelsea. Great ball over the top, looking for Jonathan Ikone, and we are on our heels now, chasing back. Garcia Villa wipes him out, but wins the ball legally. A couple of changes being made for me here. Wilkes off, and Stigankov on, and Curtis Jones makes way for the man that he replaced in the starting lineup, James Maddison. I hope that those two changes can see us get back in this game. Galacci comes out to punch that. I'm going to chase this down, and well, the plan was to put Romagnoli under some pressure so that he'd crumble. He didn't. He found the right pass. Here he is again. And again. Even though his feet let him down with regards to his balance and his stability, he still found the right pass. I've wiped out Timo Werner there. And that is a free kick for Chelsea. Is Timo going to take it from there? Kante going off now for them. And Ziyech coming on. So are they pushing for a second with their third change? Ziyech, a very much attack-minded midfielder. Whoa! Coming on for the defence-minded but kind of box-to-box N'Golo Kante. Dembele to take the corner and whip it dangerously towards the near post, and thankfully Elder was tracking with Alphonso Davies. We're under pressure at the end here against Chelsea. I'm trying to get myself something out of this game and get an equaliser, but I haven't found a goal in the 82 minutes. So in the remaining 8 points due, I'm not sure if I actually will or not. Dembele uses the uses the man that was with him there as kind of almost like an NFL screen type move to hide the movement of Dembele. And he's whipped in a ball. And I couldn't get to him. And at the near post, Ziyech, who's just come off the bench, has won it for them. The correct decision from the Chelsea manager. We are going to lose against Chelsea. At least I hadn't won this the last time around. Otherwise, I really would have been properly pissed. But I guess a defeat against Chelsea, where previously I'd only gotten a draw, isn't too much to moan about. Still frustrating, obviously, but I didn't score last time I played Chelsea, and I haven't scored this time I played Chelsea, so what can I complain about, really? Chelsea 2, Hull City 0 is going to be the final result here, and that was the last game I played last time, so the next 3 games remaining in the episode, be they played or simmed, will be brand new results for you and for me. But our Back to the Future episode is complete, and we move forward into the sequel, where it's just the future, really. It's Chelsea 2, Hull City 0, and we will lose in the Premier League. Up next, Southampton in a game now where I really do need 3 points. Southampton in our way. Nick Pope between the sticks. Di Lorenzo, Mandy, Ayer and Liam Allen. Angel Correa, Will Smallbone, Piotr Zielinski and Gineppo, Emmanuel Dennis and Gonçalo Ramos. 4-4-2. Hopefully we can win by 4-2 and put their 4-4-2 to bed. Move us from 4th to 2nd. That would be lovely. I think we're still 4th. We might not be after that defeat to Chelsea, actually. I didn't check the Premier League table before I jumped into this game. Defeat at Stamford Bridge, hopefully, will be turned around into victory back at the K-Comp. Can we start with an early goal? Certainly start with an early attack. Tavares. Lissandro's there. And Maddison. And Keane Lewis Potter. Oh, no space. No space. No space whatsoever. Maddison. I know I keep changing direction, but not necessarily making it any easier for my strikers to offer their services, is it? If they don't know which way I'm going to go. I don't know which way I'm going to go. Maddison. Nice turn. Wilkes. On your left. And shot blocked. Ramos. Dennis. Smallbone. Defence been pulled one way then the other here. I'm wary of positional sense until Sterling got back where he needed to be. And, well, there was a brief pause there where I just held my breath. I wasn't sure if that was going to be given a penalty or not. The Southampton man certainly ended up in a heap on the floor as Tottenham take the lead in their game against Aston Villa. I'm not sure where Tottenham are in the league. I think they're around us. I genuinely don't know. I just use the keeper. If in doubt, play the way you're facing. Galacci, that wasn't meant for you. It was meant to go all the way across here to Tavares. Sangare is there. I know he's got a man with him. Actually, that man has gotten in front of me. Smallbone. Oh, Sterling, that's wonderful. Excellent defending from Leonidas Sterling, the Swiss, getting in a lovely block. Oh, an excellent take as well by Keane Lewis Potter. Great footwork all round, up top and at the back. Into Wilkes. Okay, to James Maddison then. Oh, good save, Nick Pope. Good with his hands, if not with his feet. And he's going to come for this as well. Just too tall to try that against him, isn't he, Nick Pope? Here's Di Lorenzo. Elder trying to stick with him. Oh, hello. Got back heel to Angel Correa. Dinked into Dennis, who's turned well. Sterling brings it down again. Play the way you're facing, Ches. Don't just give possession away. Oh, lovely take by Allen. Otherwise, that was finding Lautaro when they were in trouble at the back. As happens, we might be in trouble at the back. No, again, play the way you're facing. Ah! Where did Gineppo come from? I saw Tavares stood right there and was like, that's an easy pass and an easy get out. It wasn't. Oh, Christ. Causing my own heart rate to skyrocket. There we go. And Keane Lewis Potter's breaking free as well, just to make himself available. Thank you! 1-0. Ball pumped forward. Well up, Leonidas. Love that. Barnett brings it down on his chest. Lautaro turns and loses it to Mandy. Chelsea take a 2-0 lead. Sorry, a 2-1 lead against Bournemouth. Oh, it's so much space for the man on the right-hand side of their attack. Thankfully, Elder is back. Oh, never mind. There's plenty of space for Di Lorenzo to find the cross, which he elects not to do. Is he in control of the situation, Derek? I'm not sure he is, you know. Oh, yeah, he is now. Will he cross this time? No, he's still not sure he wants to do, Di Lorenzo. Come on, mate. Make a decision. There we go. There's Gineppo. I'll have that, thank you. We'll go on a counter-attack. 1 minute added on, and there is time. Go on. Go on, Lautaro. Get there first. He deserves the goal for himself. He'll get it. I could have squared it to Barnett. Like we squared it across for Keane Lewis Potter, but Lautaro Martinez does not need that help. Not this time. 2-0. Yes. Tackled, but still they maintain possession. Angel Correa is quite the player for Southampton to have on their books, to be fair. They don't tend to buy many superstars, do they? Southampton. It's all about creating their own talent from within, but Angel Correa is certainly a superstar for them. But Charlie Barnett is a superstar for me. And he's made it Hull 3, Southampton 0. So we are certainly bouncing back from that Chelsea defeat and doing it well as well. His 5th goal of the Premier League season after 55 minutes. His 5th goal and 3-0 for 3 points. It's all falling into place. James Maddison. Look at Tavares getting forward. As an attacking wing-back, he is so good. As a defensive full-back, questions asked. But, go on, Keane. Oh, questions asked to Nick Pope there too. I need to see a replay of that. That didn't look too favourable from the goalkeeper's point of view. There might be questions asked of his goalkeeping ability after that. He's made some good saves in this game so far. But that, unless he was unsighted, was he perhaps? No, that's poor from Nick Pope. You certainly expect better from him there. He's got a clear view of it, and it's flown towards that top corner, but yeah, odd. Odd from the goalkeeper there. We have ourselves a 4-0 lead against Southampton, dominating this game as we dominated Benfica. Bournemouth, I think, was the next league game, wasn't it? And then it's Lokomotiv Moscow. May even be that in between, actually. Lokomotiv Moscow, then Bournemouth. Regardless, it should be 2 victories, as it has been 2 victories in the Champions League and in the Premier League so far, with the defeat splitting the two. I guess technically 3 victories, because I got the win against Manchester City as well, that unfortunately nobody's seen other than me and my PC. Although my PC has no recollection of it because I forgot to press bloody record. Emmanuel Dennis pulls one back for Saints, but it's too little too late for them. Sorry, lads. It's 4-1. The amount of times that happens to me and I end up not getting my goalkeeper a clean sheet is annoying. But sorry, Galazzi. I can only but apologise. 3 points for the Premier League. That will do very nicely indeed. And from there, we shall jump. Oh, they only had 1 chance and they scored it. Liverpool beat everybody around us won, really. That's annoying. Do we stay 4th? Oh, I'm not sure. Let's go and sim the game against Lokomotiv Moscow. I will actually rotate fully for this. So I'll go and do that, and then I'll see you as we're there. Right then, Lokomotiv Moscow. We are guaranteed through. They are, I believe, guaranteed out. And ooh, hello. They do get some points, though. Kamano and Titkov, great name, getting themselves a win back in England. We'll wait and see what happens between Benfica and Leverkusen, but I believe that might be throwing open top spot available for Bayer Leverkusen. Let me have a quick check to show you the Champions League group stage. One further down, there we go. Indeed it does. So Leverkusen tomorrow will be a deciding game as to who wins the group. And Benfica and Lokomotiv will play out a game deciding... You're more than welcome, Lautaro. Don't blame yourself, Rob. They'll play out a game that decides who finishes in that 3rd spot for progression through to the Europa League round of 32, of course. One thing I did want to check was how Pinto is getting on at Tottenham. And the answer is is not doing anything for them. 13 games played, zip in return for their 100 whatever plus million pounds and Viktor Sigankov. I think I got the better end of that deal, don't you? Let's see if we can't bounce back from that defeat and get a win again against Bournemouth this time. Back at full strength and ready to go again. Hull versus, well, Bournemouth versus Hull, I guess, technically, because we're the away side. But, again, it's the away side with a 2-0 win. Sigankov with a goal. Lautaro with a missed penalty. And Barnett with the first goal that got us underway in the game. Chelsea play Spurs. That'll be an intriguing one. They're top of the table, Chelsea. And that win against Bournemouth promotes us up into that 4th spot. We're only behind Liverpool now on goal difference. +2 in their favour. City, however, still 7 points clear of us, and Chelsea 8 points clear at the top. So the gap to the top kind of keeps remaining about the same. We really need to kick on in the second half of the season if we want to retain that title, although, as we said, that the Cup is our priority so far this season. It's very, very tight, though, isn't it? Between 3rd all the way down to 9th. Just 3 points separating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams. At the bottom, how's it look at the bottom? Oh, Leeds. Yikes. No win in 13 for them so far this season. They look pretty done and dusted already at this early stage. Crystal Palace only on 9. West Brom a point from safety, with Watford sat just above them. Actually, West Brom have better goal difference. But that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We will crack on tomorrow with Fulham, Spurs, Leverkusen and Watford in the Premier League before the day after Southampton, Palace, Leeds and Manchester United. Biggest game being that one against Spurs, you would say, where we may come up against Pinto. I imagine we should come up against Pinto for the very first time. The reunion. But for now, we've gone back and we're in the future again. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on more. And I will see you tomorrow.